everybody. Good morning. How are you? I just got back from the store. I had some stuff that I had to get. I took a nice long bike ride. It was a beautiful day for a bike ride. It's not too hot. It was partly cloudy, which meant that the sun wasn't beating down on me, but I took my bike ride. I enjoyed the little bit of sunshine, the fresh air, the birds singing, getting close to nature. So, and I just got back and I feel good. And I got to tell you, Shantal, she's really missing out by not exercising. If she wants to get high, Shantal, you can get high off of exercise. Did you know that? You absolutely can. Have you ever heard of a runner's high? People that do regular jogging or running, they know about that high. I mean, you get that dopamine flowing, your skin is tingling. It's so relaxing. Your body is just humming all day. So I had a little bit of that when I came back, and now I can settle down and do a react for all of you. So what's going on? Well, Foodie went out yesterday to a cat cafe, and to say that it was a disaster would be an understatement. It was an absolute disaster. And why was it a disaster? Well, because she did not do her due diligence with calling ahead and asking questions. Questions like, do you guys play copyrighted music in the cafe? Because that's a concern of mine. Is there music playing in the cafe? She didn't make one single phone call. No, she got in a taxi and she was in it for about 45 minutes. And yes, the camera was running the entire time she was stuck in traffic, which made it even more of a disaster. So she was stuck in traffic for over 45 freaking minutes. And then she went to the cat cafe. She got all the way there, and then she couldn't play the audio. And you know what? She could have. She could have done it. She could have made a live stream and just said, screw it. Screw it. Screw the monetization. I'm just going to do it for my subs. They deserve it. They deserve to see something different. I've been stuck in my hotel or motel room for days. They're bored. I've made them bored. Let's just do them a solid and just do something fun for the heck of it. I'm here. I didn't know they were going to play the music, but since they are playing the music, let's just roll with it. No. Foodie is not going to do a live where she's not going to be able to get that Google AdSense. So the entire time that she was at the cat cafe, she kept turning off her audio, turning it off. So it was just a big old mess. And then she did a haul from the cat cafe, and let's just say she was under the influence. Now, few observations. Foodie is taking the gummies, I feel, and a lot of them, because she can't smoke at the motel or hotel. If she smoked in the room, the smell would linger. Possibly other people in the hotel would smell the smoke. And I don't think the hotel or the motel, they allow for people to smoke the green inside the room. So since she can't hotbox the room, she gets the gummies, and she's eating a lot of those gummies. The bag of gummies that she showed off, there were, I believe, 10 gummies in the bag. Total, the entire bag was 150 milligrams. For those of us that were around during Crackhead Olympics, we remember Foodie taking 1,000 milligrams, 2,000 milligrams, 3,000 milligrams at a time. Yeah, stupid amounts. So do I think she's taking more than just one bag at a time? Yeah. I think she's popping those things like Tic Tacs all day long because she likes the feeling of, being altered. So from what I saw of the cat cafe haul, like she was feeling no pain. Let's put it like that. And there's all kinds of stuff to talk about today, y'all. Not just Foodie, just like stuff with Nikocado Avocado. It's shocking. It's like I'm shook. We'll get to that though on Twitter, because there's clips of stuff that I want to show you on Twitter. And I also would like to speak to all of you on something rather serious. And I hope you don't mind. I was contemplating if I should make a video about it or just speak on it here briefly. And I think the best thing to do is to speak on it briefly and not talk overly long about it, because if I do, I'm going to get mad. I'm going to blow my temper. So on a separate issue that is not Foodie Beauty, I'm sure a lot of you on my channel, you are very aware of the person Naked and Laughing and how she is involved with and connected to King Cobra, Josh. So there was one video that I reacted to. It was a very disturbing video where it sounded like something physical had happened. You know, because if you've been in that kind of situation before, if you know, you know. So it sounded like something physical happened between Josh and Naked and Laughing. And then later on, Josh confirmed that there was some physical things that happened between he and Jessica. When she left, a lot of the King Cobra fans were like breathing a sigh of relief due to the fact that both Naked and Laughing and Josh, they do have different mental issues. Maybe disclosed, maybe undisclosed, maybe unchecked. And they also like to drink, which can add another layer of possible volatile activity. Naked and Laughing is especially volatile. You know, she'll pop off. So when she left the first time, like people were breathing a sigh of relief. And people were urging Josh to stay away from her, and he said that he would. Well, unfortunately, that didn't happen. People paid for tickets for her to go back to where he was. And there have been some videos posted lately where she was in Josh's house, and very disturbing things where there's things that feel like something physical going on. Josh threatening to hurt himself. Can I just say this on that? Watching the footage last night, disturbing, absolutely disturbing. As a content creator, I'm a reactor. I react to people. And there's all kinds of people to react to on YouTube, on TikTok. There's so many people you could talk about, or things you could talk about. There's so much stuff that no one, and I mean absolutely freaking nobody, should be so eager for content that they actually pay for tickets to put two people together, two people who do not get along, two people who have mental issues or substance issues, and they fight. And there is a propensity for DV. Like it just might pop off like that. Nobody should be paying for tickets to put people like that together. I don't care if it's for a channel or content or not. Nobody should be persuading or pushing for a situation like that. Because in a DV situation, things can go from 0 to 1,000 in seconds. Those who paid for tickets to have Naked and Laughing go to Josh, I don't know what they were pushing for. Like, what will be the climax? Somebody going to jail? Somebody going to the hospital? Somebody ending up in the morgue? Somebody losing their house? What would be the climax? When is enough enough? Seriously, when's enough enough? Like, how far is too far? I think paying for tickets for somebody who drinks and is volatile and has violent episodes to go be near somebody who also drinks, who has mental issues, is autistic, I think that's too far. And I saw the footage last night, and it was very clear to me, like the different clips that I've seen, that Naked and Laughing was in Casper specifically to get footage and audio of Josh, provoking Josh to get angry and turn the camera on when he was angry, just for content. Like I said, there's all kinds of stuff out there. There's all kinds of people to react to and not get personally involved and not put people in potentially dangerous situations where they get physically hurt, or it could mean they lose their house, or they can end up in a casket. I mean, money's money, views are views, but neither one of those things is worth somebody's life, okay? A life is priceless no matter who it is. And provoking a situation like that shouldn't be happening. Period. Period. That's just how I feel. Nobody should be provoking people to fight. Bringing one person into another person's space, knowing that things are going to pop off. As I said, DV situations, they can go from 0 to 600 in seconds. And if it does, if you're the person provoking it, are you going to be there to stop it before it goes too far? No. I'm sorry, I don't look at DV as entertaining content. Not the thing I want to see on YouTube. We already went through that with Sam's Bar Lounge. We already went through that with Foodie talking about DV on her channel, even though she's a fake, phony victim. We already been through that. We don't need round 2. We don't need Sam's Bar Lounge 2.0. Thank you very much. Can we cut that out? There's other things to react to. Other things. Other people. It should be done organically, naturally, not trying to manufacture the drama. Okay? Nobody should be getting hurt or potentially getting hurt or unalived over freaking videos. And I'm sorry I'm going off this way, y'all, but the things I saw last night ticked me off. You know, like this, it's when people start provoking people to get angry for the sake of content, you're going too far and you're doing too much and you need to stop because somebody is really going to get hurt. And it's not funny. I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of Naked and Laughing or Josh. I'm saying that as a decent human being with my humanity, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt over nonsense. Okay, so I've said what I said, and I'm sorry about the intensity, y'all. I just want to get that off my chest, and we're going to move forward with Woody's content, okay? We're just going to do that. All right. Deep breath. Deep breath. All right, let's reset. Fantastic. So I'll tell you guys what. Let's go on Twitter and review all the Twitter stuff because, like I said, there's some shocking stuff about Nikocado Avocado. You guys won't even believe it. I didn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my goodness, what did he just do? All right. So let me just bring up my Twitter. All right. There's so much stuff on Twitter, y'all. So for those of you that are on Twitter, that want to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wow Girl Sarah. All right, this is courtesy of Ron saying awful quality, but she's got chocolate all over hijab and it's split wide open. Is that the way it's made? Is it supposed to be made like that? And why would she wear a beige colored hijab and then go to a cat cafe and eat chocolate? That's such a bad idea. But here's her in a clip at the cat cafe. Let's watch. Oh, I can't play it because of the copyright. But you can see it. All right, Perfectly Imperfect says, remember when she called a reactor grandpa ears? Well. Who did she say had grandpa ears? I don't know if I heard that. But that hijab is not really covering anything up. But I'll tell you one part that is disturbing to me, and I don't know if anybody else caught this. So I remember back in the crackhead Olympic days, before Foodie started wearing the hijab and the abaya. I remember when she first moved into the villa with Pete's and she did the whole VIB thing. When she started doing the arm wiggle, she had a lot of loose skin on her upper arm. And I could track how much weight she was gaining by that arm wiggle thing, because the loose skin started to fill all the way out to where there is no loose skin anymore. Also, another thing that I kept on the lookout for was the back of her head. Now you're probably asking, like, why does that matter? Well, because she had a bit of a fat roll right there on the back of her head, right on the bottom part next to her neck. And over the course of time, that grew in size as well. So look here. Do y'all see this? This little triangle thing? It's exactly in the spot where that fat roll was. And this tracks that area has grown as well. So it's something I want to point out, like right here is where it is. It looks like it has grown significantly. My goodness. Shenanigans said, I said what I said. Shenanigans says, Shantal is more tired of Salah than he is of her. I could absolutely be wrong, but Shantal chased after Nader because she can't stand being bored. She is drawn to chaos, and Salah doesn't or can't provide that publicly. Her latest back and forth with Nader tickles her in the right way. She cheated on Pete because he was boring. She cheated on Bibi and eventually broke up with him because he was boring. She was happy being single while living with Pete until it became boring. It wasn't until Nader that Shantal lit up. She couldn't lock it down with Nader, so she moved on to Salah, a person who is also boring. Shantal is addicted to chaos, and Salah will never fill that hole, no pun intended. I absolutely agree with you, Shenanigans. You know, Shantal is a bit of a thrill seeker. Her life is boring, so she's looking for the cheap thrills. And you're right, that seems to be a pattern between some of the men in her life. You know, Bibi was just a, decent guy, quiet guy. Pete was also the same, as is Salah. And Chantal is always chasing that new car smell. You know, if someone is new in her life, she's infatuated, she is fascinated. But the moment that the newness wears off, she gets bored and she wants to move on to the next. Nader kept her interest for the longest because he brought the drama. He brought the chaos. He was as hot-tempered as she was, and she loved it. She loved the chaos. She loved the fighting. And that's why she's still addicted to him, because she never conquered him. The moment that she finds a guy and she feels like she's conquered them, she gets bored. She gets absolutely bored and she wants to move on to the next. That's why even though Shantal is with Salah, who is somewhat nice to her, she still wants Natter. She's still talking to Natter and talking about him. Felicity Porpoise says he's called a gym instructor, Foodie. He's there to help you and to make sure you're not on your own in case you hurt yourself. The way she implies that it is something unsavory is just ridiculous. So the place where Shantal is staying at has a gym. And I guess there's somebody in the gym area that oversees things or watches over things. And that bothers Shantal. Although if she wanted to work out, I would think that having somebody there would be ideal. Because, what if something happens to her medically? What if she falls down? What if she trips? Who's going to be there to pick her up? If there was nobody there and something happened to her, it might be a while before somebody else walks in. And by then it may be too late. But Chantal's trying to act like, oh, he's going to be watching me while I work out. I seriously doubt it, Chantal. I'll seriously doubt it. Shenanigans says the manipulation. She knew exactly what to say to get her husband off her back. Give it up, Salah. She already has. Let's watch.
Gym bees? I don't know, babe. There's like this man that sits at a desk and watches you work out. I don't know. Gym bees? I don't know, babe. There's like this man that sits at a desk.
You know what, Salah? You and Shantal can stop playing this game where you pretend to care and you pretend to try to motivate her and she pretends to care herself and then she makes excuses. Y'all can just quit this silly game. That's exactly what it is. It's a silly game. It's very silly. She doesn't care about her health. And you must know that after 2 years. It must become very apparent to you that she's a food addict and will always be a food addict unless she wants to change it, which I doubt, because she created this whole system on YouTube, this whole machine of gathering up enablers, gathering up the feeding people. She built the machine from the ground up and she's not going to tear it down. But y'all can just quit it. You don't care about her health. She doesn't care about her health. That was apparent back in Kuwait. You can't sit there and act like you care about her health at the same time you're bringing her fast food. Okay? Quit it. You were enabling her back in Kuwait. You sent her on ahead to Thailand because you knew what would happen. You didn't go to Thailand with her because you knew if you went to Thailand with her that she would just be a nuisance. You knew if you went to Thailand that she'd be bugging you to go to the 7-Eleven 24/7, getting you up at midnight to go do the food runs. And you said to yourself, I don't want nothing to do with that. That's not a vacation to me. I'm working. I'm not going to work during a vacation. Not again. So you sent her on ahead. You basically told her, look, you go deal with yourself. I'll stay in Kuwait and do my thing and we'll both be happy. And so it is, and so it was. So, now, y'all take a look at this. Lean cuisine enthusiast, Nikocado Avocado is a deeply disturbed man. Big Cherry says he really turned himself into a social experiment. So, for those of you that are not aware, Nikocado Avocado, he recently resurfaced. From what I understand, he did not post for 2 years. And in that 2-year period, he lost weight. He lost a lot of weight. And he said it was for a social experiment. He gained a bunch of weight. He did a bunch of videos. He had videos, I guess, on backlog to keep everybody fooled that he was still eating. And in the 2 years, with all these backlog videos that kept getting posted, he was losing weight. The picture on the left is how he was. The picture on the right is how he is. So he lost over 250 pounds. And this was kind of how he looked when he first started YouTube, because when he started his channel, he was into the vegan lifestyle. And then he blew all the way up and he gained a bunch of weight and did the mukbang videos and all that. And now he's back. So like everybody is shook looking at Nikocado. I mean, it's like night and day. All right. Okay, this is Truth Hurts. Hi, Truth Hurts. Truth Hurts says, so inspired by Nikocado Avocado. 7 months. You know, people are saying 7 months. I think it's more like 2 years. I don't know if he could lose all the weight in 7 months, but whatever the timeline is, he lost a bunch of weight. Unreal, going back from vacation tomorrow. I'm going to start my own journey. Vacation weight needs to go. What are you talking about, girl? You're beautiful. I don't see anything wrong. And you and your husband are a lovely couple. Without even knowing you two, I could tell that he really loves you. Look, he's got his hand around your shoulder, pulling you in close. I mean, this is a real couple, Foodie, who really love each other. Without saying a word to either one of them, I know that they love each other. Just the body language alone. He's got his arm around her shoulder, pulling her in close to his body. That's the body language of a couple who's in love. And you guys look lovely together. And I don't know what you're talking about with vacation weight. Girl, you look fine to me. You're beautiful. Anyway, Narcissism My Way says, hates cities, Bangkok, hates fetching her food, Bangkok, hates traffic, Bangkok, hates big malls, Bangkok, hates herself everywhere. Wherever you go, there you are. Oh, goodness. All right, no cats, no life. Oh, this cat's got beef. Look at it. This random cat kept staring down my cat. Whatever's going on, they both have beef with each other. The one cat outside says, catch me outside. What is going on with those cats? Why do they have beef with each other? Did the one cat eat all the catnip in the garden? What happened? He doesn't look happy. Goodness gracious. Okay, Tofu says, here is a full body video for everyone claiming it's fake or AI. You know, not only did Nick lose all the weight, but there's no sagging skin, no nothing. Well, he does have that money, so he might have, I don't know if he had any surgery for that. I don't know. But dang, all the weight loss. Prettier than 90% of YouTube says, and that, my friends, is why she will never take off her hijab. Ghost Crap says, so this is where the face really ends. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. So she pulled down the hijab, and you can see like there's no pointy, narrow chin here. No. There's no pointy, narrow chin on a round face. Punch Cat says, yin and yang. Oh, look at the beautiful babies. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? I love their blue eyes, don't you? So pretty. Hello YouTube says, for someone who spends a lot of time with their husband online and is madly in love, she sure as heck is lonely and needy. Yeah, go into the cat cafe. This is the same stuff she did on the last trip. You would think she would do something different for the new trip, but no, we're going back to the familiar places just because they're familiar. Nana's Spiked Tea says, wow, Foodie. Yeah, that's your handsomest man of yours. Waddle, waddle, and make him that money, acting a fool. Tell us he's not sitting there laughing at your blank with his pals at that. Just fake love me. Woof, woof. Okay, Queen of WTF says, you can't tell me he actually cares for you, cutie. So look at the comment. This was during her live. And Salah says to her, waddle, waddle. So a husband is going to tell his wife, waddle, waddle. That's not even funny. He loves throwing that shade, doesn't he? And she doesn't even care. She doesn't care as long as he helps to maintain that false image of, oh, we're still married. Okay, moving on. And this has to do with Naked and Laughing. We're just going to stay on this ever so briefly and move on. Butter Crumpet says, who saw this coming? She wanted to out him as a blanker since he ended it with her. This will be his biggest mistake ever, letting her in his trailer. He doesn't want to get back together, so she drops all the secret recordings. Yeah, and something that I noticed with that whole thing, I know that Naked and Laughing drinks. I know that Josh drinks. But just during the recordings, it seemed like she was less intoxicated. Like she wasn't all the way intoxicated. And I think that she purposely did not get all the way intoxicated and blasted just so she could make the recordings and record all she could. Just purposely poke at Josh while he was intoxicated to get the recordings of audio and video, trying to make him look bad. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts. We're going to move on now. Milk says Nikocado Avocado single-handedly fooled the entire internet by making thousands, if not millions, on pre-recorded content while working on his health and weight loss journey. This is insane. This man might be a freaking mastermind. He said it was a social experiment. It's mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Unicorn Pondu says, so magically today, Shantal gained 1K subscribers. Totally not suspicious or anything. This is from Social Blade. I can tell by the page, this is Social Blade. And look down here at the bottom, 9/7/2024, 1K. So you're buying subscribers again, Shantal? Why? I mean, just because your sub count goes up doesn't mean you're making more money. You're spending money and you're not even making it back. But okay, what, weren't you supposed to be on a budget in Thailand? What happened to the budget? You went to the cat cafe. You've been buying the green products. You went shopping. Now you're buying subs. Like, what is this budget that you're talking about? Anyway, Scarlett Ibis says, ma'am, BB broke up with her. He even moved in his sister to have a show of force because it's so hard to get rid of her. There is also a video of her sobbing and admitting it was her fault and she cheated. Yeah, Shantal cheats on everybody. The only thing she's married to are her addictions. That's why her physical relationships never work, because she's already married to her addictions. She is fully committed. She is faithful to all of her addictions, and she'll do everything in the world to keep it going. And yes, BB broke up with her. Shantal would not have left that house had BB not kicked her out. She doesn't let go of people. She doesn't let go of men in her life. Ever. Unless she's forced to let go. In this case, she was, because BB owned the house. BB was paying the bills. She wasn't on the lease. He said, get gone. She had a good man. She messed it up by not taking care of herself, by cheating. I mean, I'm sure the cheating was the straw that broke the camel's back. So, yeah. Learn to close your legs, Shantal. Fegan says, this mom dog lost all her babies when they were hit by a car. Oh, these kittens who lost their mom in the same way have found a new mom. Oh, how sweet. The mom dog immediately nursed and kissed them. Oh, look at her face. Look at the baby's face. That is so sweet. The kittens have a new mom. She's got some new babies to take care of. She looks happy. Okay. Okay, let's see. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty claims to be loved by so many people in your real life, yet everyone is not only standing by and watching you hurt yourself, they are encouraging and enabling it, family and fake husband included. You are so loved and valued, and we are seething with jealousy. Keep going. Yeah, Beezers. a lot of you are encouraging Shantal with what's going on with her. You're not stopping her. Not that you could, but when you talk about food and encouraging her to eat, you're not exactly showing that you care. Meow Meow says, Scatman put his PayPal in the chat. Why did he do that? And taking digs at the love of his life. I hope they charge her for the water leak and for ruining their headboard. I hope so too. I hope that all the damages that she's doing to that room, they charge her for every single bit of it. But why was Salah putting his PayPal in her chat? For what reason did that happen? Like, why are people sending him money? What's going on with that, weirdo? Kelly says, such riveting content. I'm amazed people pay memberships for this crap. So am I. Like, when she gets in a mood and she's like, who wants to be blocked? And she's not above blocking her own members. If she blocks people, is it that much of a loss? Not really. But so here's some of the comments. And again, courtesy of Kelly. So here are people's comments from the Cat Cafe video saying half the video is traffic, LOL. Yep. Yeah, I was watching it. 45 minutes of her being stuck in traffic and barely talking. 45 minutes. Just running up the meter on purpose. See, there we are in traffic. And Foodie's been having some mysterious problems with her phone. She keeps claiming that it's not all the way charged, or I got 30% battery. You know, like by the time she got to the Cat Cafe, there was like maybe 70 or 60% in battery left. And that's because she kept the phone on for 45 freaking minutes in the taxi when she didn't have to. And see, she keeps muting the audio. So what a fail of a live. 45 minutes of nothing but traffic. Then when you get to the cafe, you keep cutting the audio off. It's crap. You should be ashamed of yourself, Foodie. Okay, Thesa says, this is not a good video. Muted all the time and 80% of the time in a car. I'd rather see you live in the hotel, but thanks for the efforts. Well, it really wasn't much of an effort. It was Foodie. She just wanted to go to the Cat Cafe and get something to eat and do something different, because a lot of the beezers have been like, we're tired of you being in the room. We're tired of watching you eat. Please take us somewhere. So Foodie going to the Cat Cafe, that was basically her throwing people a skinny bone with no meat on it, saying, here, now shut up. Don't bother me. I'm going to go to the Cat Cafe today so I can sit in my room for a week and nobody bug me about it. And she's eating. Of course she's eating, because, you know, the mukbangs aren't enough. This is from me. I said, LOL, Foodie Beauty traveled 45 minutes to get to the Cat Cafe, only to get there and they are playing copyrighted music, so she has to keep turning the audio off. What a disaster. Love that for her. Yep. Now look at this, y'all. I would love this city. Istanbul, cats are everywhere. They're in the subways. They're in the stores. They're in the gyms. As a cat lover, I would love to be here. Look, they're in the gyms. Look. How playful is that? So Istanbul is known as the city of cats. And the people of Istanbul, the cats aren't really like personal pets. They're taken care of by everybody. Like, people give them food and water and they can go where they want. Like, Istanbul, you guys are awesome for loving those cats and taking care of the cats. No, Kitty, not in the plan. Oh my goodness. I know what you're going to do. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, this is something cool from Psych Wizard. Time decides who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life. Your behavior decides who stays in your life. Words to live by. Why you should have a cat. This picture made me very happy. What a well-timed picture. Psych Wizard says, better to admit you walked through the wrong door than spend your life in the wrong room. If only Foodie could read those words and get that message. Because it's okay to say, I walked through the wrong door, my mistake, then walk in the wrong room and stay there. Punch cat when I see you. Oh, happy kitty. All right, you know what? I think we've spent enough time on the Twitter stuff. There's a lot there. I don't want to spend like too much time there. But let's see. I'll show you guys the cat cafe time, like just to give you guys an overview, because there's nothing really to react to here. Look, you guys can see it was an hour and 47 minutes. All right, so I'm going to turn off the freaking sound. So here's Foodie's just going to the cat cafe, right? Okay, so here we are, 18 minutes. She's still in the car. Still in the car at 49 minutes. Still in the car at 54 minutes. And she finally arrived at the place at almost an hour later. So an hour's worth of footage was nothing but being stuck in traffic. Then she's at the cat cafe and she has to keep muting it because of the music. One phone call, one to the cafe, she could have asked the question, do you guys play music over the loudspeaker? And they would have told her. And maybe she could have gone someplace else where there was no music and it would have been a better stream. But no, she's lazy. She's lazy. So yeah, here's Foodie. And she kept muting the audio. So there's no sense in really reviewing it. So we'll just leave that alone. And we'll go to the stream where we can react to the Cat Cafe haul. So here we are. And hope you guys enjoy and let's go.
That's so cute. I love mice, but I also love cats. The cats are not friendly. Cats are jerks.
What? You shut your filthy mouth. Cats are not jerks. Cats are very good judges of character. Actually, animals are good judges of character. If you are someone and you have, say, a cat or a dog, and your cat or dog reacts negatively to somebody around you, pay attention to that. Because they might be picking up something in their energy that maybe you don't know. I like to say that dogs, they're like 5-year-olds and cats are like 40-year-olds. But they're either one is a good judge of character. So she's saying cats are jerks. No, they can just pick up on your bad energy. They know what a bad person you are and they stay away. They don't like your energy. I've owned tons of cats, Shantal, and my name is in the cat distribution system. They keep coming at me. But cats can pick up on energy and dogs too. So if the cats don't like you, it's because you're a bad person and they know it.
That big fat orange one was snobbing me. Look at the thumbnail. He was just like, I'm like, hello, I'm here to talk to you.
Shantal, I can't believe you. You've owned cats for years, have you not? Right? You had 2 cats. You had BBJ, you had Sam. Do you mean to tell me that someone who owned cats, that you just didn't get the cat rules? Nobody sent you a memo about the cat rules? Nobody told you? Cat rule number 1. Cats do what they want. Okay? You cannot summon them. You can't treat them like servants. They come to you when they want to come to you. You can't force them. Cats are a law all unto themselves. That's just the way it is. Even I know that.
And the cat was like, I don't give a crap. No, I ordered food, but I'm not even hungry. So I'll probably eat it later. I hate going down. Okay, so if you buy something, they give you this cute reusable bag. Okay. The ASOC Pet House Adoptable Cafe. If you're in Bangkok, go and like. So when I was leaving, there was this like white family that walked in, and I don't know why that's relevant, but it
Why are you referring to people by the color of their skin, Chantal? It's not nice.
is, I guess, just so you know. So they walked in and they're like, "We're here to adopt the two bunnies," and I was like, "Oh, like people were getting adopted, like the cats and the bunnies." Okay, so you want to see what I got? This is the cutest little reusable bag. Like my wallet. Don't want to forget that.
So yeah, like people are in the chat are talking about Nikocado Avocado's weight loss. You guys just saw pictures on Twitter. They're talking about it. And the feeling that I'm getting from Chantal is she's not happy about it. She's not happy at all. That Nikocado Avocado did like the complete surprise reveal. She's not happy about it. Why? Because everybody's going to be talking about it for a while because it is shocking. It is extreme. And she's an attention hog. You know, she wants all the attention on herself. So the whole thing with Nikocado Avocado is creating quite the buzz. And she's not liking it.
All right, so this is actually only 150 bahts, and it like everything you
Can I
spend.
ask a question? Why are we doing a cat cafe haul now? Why is it important to do a cat cafe haul now? If you're going to be in Thailand for another, 3 weeks? I'm not exactly sure. Is she staying there a month or 2 months? But she's going to be there a while. So why do a haul now? Why buy all this stuff now? You're not going anywhere.
And there goes towards the care of the pets, right? Because they're volunteers.
You know what? Instead of buying cutesy mugs and toys, get Julia fixed. Get her nails clipped. Get her groomed. How about that? That'd be more beneficial to Julia than stupid toys. Not that there's anything wrong with toys. Cats like toys, but still, it's like there's other things that could be more of a higher priority.
A lot of them. Indigo paper cat toys. Look at this cute one with the heart for Princess Queen.
You know what I'm getting here from this haul? I'm getting I just want to spend money vibes. Like I want to buy something vibes. Like she likes to shop, she likes to buy things, so she'll buy whatever things just to say she bought something. I'm getting those kind of vibes.
So she has some new cat toys. This came out in the cat. I hate when that happens.
What is that?
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this. Hello. Give you the best. All the good things are coming to you. Cool.
What is it?
All right. They taped it shut. Let me try to untape it. Hi, everybody. Did you get a notification? I have a feeling notifications are not working. Okay, I got a mug with a lid. So this little cat. Okay.
You know what? I'm really not understanding why a foodie got a mug. When she goes to places to get her cappuccino, she's not someone that she's going to be in the hotel or motel and get a microwave and get a hot plate and cook her own food there and make her own cappuccino. I mean, it would make more sense to get stuff like that for that purpose. But she's just buying stuff to buy stuff, you know?
Hi. Bon Dobbs, did you get a notification? It's 1:18 a.m. Oh, look at this. Isn't this the cutest? Hold on. It's so cute. So it covers your drink so no roofies can get in it.
What? She did not just say that. Covers your drink so no roofies can get into it. As if somebody's going to roofie you, Shantal. As if somebody says some invisible man is going to come into your motel room and put a roofie in your cappuccino. Girl, stop. Stop.
No. Yeah. No way. I'm not giving this away. I mean, like, could buy another one and do a giveaway. The shipping is always like tricky.
Listen, Beezers, you guys don't get it. This one right here, she's not about giving, she's about taking. The only thing she'll give you guys is empty promises and boring content. She'll give that stuff away all day for free. But she doesn't do giveaways on her channel. She's not going to give away anything. She's always thinking about herself and making sure that she has enough money for her food, for her expenses. She don't care enough about y'all to do giveaways.
I find. Okay, which one was what? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to bring this home. So that's all I got. Oh, I also got this little cookie.
So she titled this Cat Cafe haul, and she only got 3 items from the Cat Cafe. Riveting content, Shantal. You told us season 3 was going to be lit. My butt's not even warm right now.
It's a cookie. 60 baht, and the mug was 369 baht, I think. So not too bad. They have Beetlejuice bath bombs, I know. Isn't this the cutest? I don't even want to eat it, but it's going to go bad.
Yeah, she's going to eat it. It's a cookie. It's sugar. She's going to eat it.
Can you eat it? It looks too perfect. And their little sticker. It's so cute. Yeah, it might break during shipping, just like it might break on the way home. But anyways, this was like, you know, going here and like just getting out really helped my depression, like in a way. It was nice to get out. And now I'm here. Maybe I can, like, at nighttime, I like going on the balcony and just watching the city. You're just sitting back and watching.
You know, Shantal, I'm not one that I want to help you, and I'm not going to help you. This isn't really for you. This is for people who might be watching this react video. For anybody out there who has, say, social anxiety, you know, you're not comfortable being around people. Maybe it's because you're used to being indoors and not being around others. If you want to get over the social anxiety, you got to take baby steps. You know, just kind of, when you are very introverted and you stay indoors a lot, you create sort of your own personal, private security bubble, and you get comfortable in it. And you've got to expand your world and get out and do stuff. Just take baby steps, a little at a time. You know, leave the house and just walk down the block and back again. And just do that periodically until you feel comfortable. And then you could expand the area to, say, walking the next block over or walking to the store. You know, by exposing yourself to the outside and being around people, you become less and less afraid and fearful and intimidated. See, Chantal's problem is that she stays in so much and she avoids people so much that created kind of like a bubble. And she likes to stay in her bubble. and she doesn't want to come out. When she has to come out, it's unfamiliar to her. It's very unfamiliar, and she doesn't know how to deal with the unfamiliar. But a little bit of exposure therapy for those who are introverted, uh, it helps. It's healthy to get out and do things, and the sense of freedom that you feel with getting out and doing things little by little, it just makes you feel better. You know, you don't feel afraid to be around people if you're used to being around people. And I'm saying that as somebody that I'm a bit introverted, and I've been exposing myself, not in a profane way, but just going out and doing things to where you're not so secluded. You know, that's why I'm saying all this stuff. Like, just being too introverted, being too much of a shut in can be more harmful than you know. You got to break out of the bubble.
In the fast-paced world go by. But anyway, I had to take my I knew I would have to take my shoes off because I read the rules beforehand. So I wore my flip-flops with socks so I wouldn't be barefoot. But I was sliding around and I went to the bathroom barefoot. And it was a shared man and woman bathroom. I don't know about that. Ugh. Yuck. I was gonna say men are gross in the bathroom, but no.
Really? You're going to criticize the men for being gross when you're the one that blows up toilets and leaves a mess?
Women are gross too.
Yeah, looking at you saying that.
Okay. I've been in many bathrooms in school where they would put their pads on the walls and things. Ew.
Ew. You probably did that.
Who shaved their head? My food is not, I don't know, it's not here yet. Yeah, unisex toilets. I don't think so. Just one of those stupid things I don't like. I don't know. Anyways, so I thought I would just go live for a bit. Hey, babe. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, what's the deal with Nikocado?
Ooh, look at her. She's annoyed. She's annoyed. Everybody's bringing up Nikocado today. She's so annoyed. What's the matter, Shantal? Somebody's got the spotlight and you don't. Are you mad that you're in Thailand and you're being boring and somebody else dares to take the spotlight from you? Well, a 200 plus weight loss is much more interesting than somebody stuffing themselves full of gummies and food. And for those who are wondering, is that the real Salah in chat? Don't know. But if it is the real Salah, theory, I think if it is Salah and not somebody else pretending to be him, I think that he is making sure to stick around for Shantal so that she doesn't get too angry and go off on him. He's pacifying her by being there on occasion.
Melly, I'm seeing everyone talking about him. Like, isn't it old videos or did he lose weight? What's going on? He's
Shantal, you're on YouTube. You can't look some stuff up?
lost a lot of weight before. It's not surprising that he can do it. He can.
He's like, why are people talking about him? It is so annoying. Like, he's lost weight before. Like, what's the big deal? Jealousy? Oh, she's jealous. She's jealous of the weight loss. She's jealous of the attention. The way that Nikocado went about it. He pre-recorded a crap ton of videos and didn't stream for 2 years. And then when he came back, he shocked everybody. He snatched all our wigs off.
Oh gosh, I am not joining this Discord. I don't, by the way, I don't have a Discord. I don't join Discords. So if you are joining a Discord, I have no affiliation to it. So join at your own risk. Whatever, I mean, you know? Hello, baby. Hello. Did you like my haul? I love these socks. Oh, he's skinny as hell and shaved his head. Okay.
So Nikocado lost about 250 pounds, and that's about the amount of weight that Shantal has gained while being in Kuwait for 2 years. So wait a minute. I'm thinking right now, y'all. Shantal's been in Kuwait for what, 2 years, right? Maybe a little bit more, maybe almost 3. That would mean that Nikocado got started with his weight loss thing secretly even before she left. Wow. Like he had a plan and he executed his plan.
Maybe he just ate durian. Maybe I should go on a durian diet while I'm here. What do you guys think? Hey, Aaron. That's really good for him. That's all I gotta say. Morning, sunshine. Hello, Kathleen. That's not easy to do, you know? He makes it look easy, but you have to have hella willpower to, like, whistle. I'm iconic. Thank you. Durian is expensive. That's the only downfall because it's like the king of fruit. That's what it's called. Because it's so nutritious and it's so delicious.
You know what Chantal's thinking right now about Nikocado? She's like, dang, he did that. The boy did that. He made a bunch of money. He pre-recorded a bunch of videos. He purposely stockpiled them so that when he decided it was time to lose weight, he could just put those videos forward. He could secretly lose weight and nobody would know until it was time to reveal. Yeah, he did that, Chantal. He did that. And the crazy thing is that you being on YouTube, you could have done that. You could have done the same thing that Nikocado did, but you never fixed your food addiction problem. You never wanted to. You were making really good money for a while on YouTube, and you basically just spent it all. You got nothing left. I mean, you're barely hanging on as it is.
Hey, hi. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, for the super sticker. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you. Wrinkly Wiener on Ozempic. Hi, Brooke. Just wanted to watch you in the Cat Cafe. Oh, thank you. You can conquer anything your heart so desires. Ozempic is a lifesaver. People are so obsessed with Ozempic.
She tried that. She tried the Ozempic. And I'm just going to say this, like diets, fad diets, things like Ozempic, they're designed to help you lose weight, but they do not cure food addiction. They just don't. That's why diets don't work with someone like Chantal. That's why weight loss surgery would not be good for her, because those things are designed to help you lose weight. But none of those things cures food addiction. That is something you need therapy for, possibly psychotherapy, counseling. It's a lot of it is a mental thing. There might be trauma. There might be some hidden issues, bad memories, something. You got to get down to the root of the problem to pull the problem up by the roots, to figure it out, to be on the watch for what it is that's making you eat. That way you can be more self-aware and you can have more self-restraint, and you've got better coping mechanisms and coping skills. She has none of that. She gives into her cravings. She's impulsive. She's defiant. And now she's in Thailand. And what is she doing? She's got high blood sugar, which makes her hungry. She's taking the gummies, which also make her hungry. I mean, that Godzilla is getting fed every which way. It truly is. It's just, she's doing everything wrong.
Loving your Thailand bees. Thank you, Aaron. Whoops. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to like it. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Bravo, Midnight Stargaze. You're taking those.
If you're not a food addict and you want to lose weight, things like Ozempic or whatever diets will work for you. But if you're a food addict, you got to go deeper. You know, if you're a food addict and let's just say you're someone like Shantal, you got to cover all angles at the same time. You got to cover the physical, you got to cover the mental and emotional together. You can't leave the emotional and the mental out because it's very much involved. What you think and how you feel affects what you do. That's where she always fails. She addresses some of the physical for a minute, but she ignores the mental and emotional. You've got to involve the mind. You've got to involve the emotions and whatever else that's wrapped up with your addiction. You've got to look at it. You've got to address it in order to fix it. If you're feeling the symptoms of something, but you don't know the cause, then if you don't know the cause, you can't treat it properly. You can't properly heal it. And the sickness will continue.
Ozempic? Dang, he is skinny now. It's funny, you're the reason how I know Ozempic really lovely. Ozempic alone won't do anything. I'm the Marilyn Monroe of mukbangs.
What? Why are y'all lying? Oh, of course, not another Vegas doll saying that. Yes, you're the Marilyn Monroe of mukbangs. Okay.
Whoa, cool. All the buildings are tripping me out.
What?
Yep, I know, Stormy. Yeah, the side effects. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, Shantal has a nasty habit of abusing whatever medication she's taking. Or if they stop her from eating, she'll stop taking them, like the Ozempic. That's one of the main reasons she stopped taking the Ozempic is because it interfered in her ability to have B moments. And the metformin and the insulin, she's been abusing them. Like, she wants to have B moments, so she'll take more than the max dose of metformin to keep her blood sugar at a level to where she doesn't go into a diabetic coma. And insulin, same thing. She's looking for workarounds and shortcuts to continue having the B moments rather than address the problem and dealing with it properly. It's all about managing the problem, not solving the problem.
All I had was that croissant and that mocha today.
Liar.
So I ordered my dinner.
You know what? I don't believe you, Shantal. And I'm going to put this information out there. My opinion, I think that Shantal is well over 500 pounds. I think she's rocking somewhere like 550 plus. And why do I say that? Because back in 2018, Shantal did her last true honest weigh-in of 377 pounds. So she was 23 pounds away from being 400 then. And anybody can look at the way she looked then and how she moved and how she breathed compared to now. That's at least 150 pounds difference. So I think she's 550 pounds. Here's some other interesting facts. At Chantal's current weight, let's just say she's an even 500. To maintain 500 pounds, she has to eat between 5,000 and 6,000 calories a day. Now, if she did a calorie deficit where she went down to say, let's just say 2,000 calories, because that would be the normal intake for somebody of her size. By creating a calorie deficit, she would start to drop weight like nobody's business without any exercise. And that would help her with her breathing, with her mobility. If her normal calorie intake for a 500-pound person is 5,000 to 6,000 calories, that's to maintain the weight. She will gain weight if she eats more than that. And she's been gaining and gaining and gaining. So how many calories are you eating per day, Shantal? Coming to the camera and saying, I'm only eating a croissant and a cappuccino, I don't believe you. I don't believe you because you're a food addict and you have to eat every hour or 2 hours. You said so, and I believe you when you said that. Also, since you're so used to eating food, if you go long periods without food, you're grumpy, you're nasty, you're mean. On top of that, let's talk about the insulin. Let's talk about the gummies. Those two things make you hungry. So how can you be taking insulin and how can you be doing those THC grummies? Grummies. What's a grummie? Doing the THC gummies, and those make you hungry. And I've not eaten today. Why are you lying? We're not stupid. You've eaten. You ate something before turning on this video. That's why you're so quiet. You're pacified. You ate something so you wouldn't be hungry. Girl, I see you.
What is Lisa? That was a huge chocolate croissant. I got it all over my hijab. Now I have to wash it. I ordered Thai food, which I love. Heish! On set. Thank you, Heish. Thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, I can't say the haul all over again. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah. So, it was so big, the croissant. Yeah. Oh, Rose from the Titanic. That was interesting. Those videos.
Yeah, for those who are wondering, what is Kitty Charms talking about? Kitty Charms says you should do another video like the ones you made back in the day, like Rose from the Titanic. They're talking about the time warp mukbangs. That was actually kind of a semi-good idea, although Shantal, the execution was not good. It was still a creative idea. And if she had done it the right way, it would have been interesting. But every time warp thing that she did, it was just sloppy, not well executed, way too much food. But it was a creative idea. She just didn't do it very well.
Were fun.
I mean, she stopped doing them because something like that requires setup. It requires learning about certain things in history, costumes, wigs, and she just didn't want to be bothered with being creative.
I could probably do them in Kuwait. But I have to be a hijabi no matter what. Ew. So the sun is going down. Can't you see? Thank you, Bashantan. Yeah, I'll be staying in the rest of the evening. Yep. Yeah, Peachy, it does. I do not want to go back in a taxi today. Oh my gosh. It's so crappy. I don't like, I get sick. So, like, and then reading comments in the cab. It took like a friggin' 53 minutes to get there. That took a lot of my battery. Sucks.
Well, that's your fault. I mean, you're in Thailand. You can't do research under the traffic in Thailand. Because even in the Western world, there are different places. Anybody that lives there or goes there, like you are researching when is the traffic the worst. You learn when to stay off the road at certain hours just because of the traffic jams. So you were on the road for almost an hour, basically an hour. And you could have cut off your phone. You could have told your viewers, look, guys, we might be stuck here for a minute. So I'm going to cut off my phone to save my battery and then just start it back up at the cat cafe. Nope, you kept it going. You wanted that Google AdSense money.
But yeah, the cats are not affectionate. They're very cute, but they're cats, right?
Yeah, they're cats. Like I say, cats are a law all unto themselves. They come to you if they want to come to you. And if they don't want to come to you, don't force it. Don't force yourself upon them. They do what they want.
So when I was leaving, I stayed upstairs for a little while longer and just like was looking at the cats and they were going, hi.
They probably looked at you cross-eyed and thought, what an annoying human.
And then um, I went shopping looking at the mugs and things and then I paid and then I ordered, as I was ordering my taxi, the girl came in and gave me a little cup of cat food to give to the cats. So I just spread it around. I miss Juice. Babe, thanks for the cute video of Juice. She's so cute.
You know what, Shantal? I hope that while you're gone, that Salah is just packing up the apartment. And if there's any hint about you leaving Thailand to go to Kuwait, that he just pulls the rug out from under you and says you can't come back. And if you do, there's no place to come back to, and you have to go back to Canada. He's just keeping you pacified for now so you don't go off on him and start talking all the business.
Let me check where my stuff is.
So worried about the doggone food. Moving on.
Love those toys. Yay! And I'll just pack it all right in this bag.
So basically her cat cafe haul was 3 items. Yay.
Case. I
So riveting.
had a lot of room. I had like 15 kgs left. I can pack things, so it's okay. Yeah, I don't want the guy just like, he probably is not going to watch you, but you never know. Like if you're bored sitting at your desk, what are you going to do? Watch people?
Shantal swears every man wants her. She swears like if a man even looks at her for 2 seconds, he wants her.
Work out. Duh. You know. Yeah. Yeah, duck puppet. No, Brooke, you're not. I'm pretty sure. I remember the people that I block over and over again. Passion Tim was one of them. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just waiting for my food, then I'll be okay. Like I don't have to go down again, you know. You guys have to come with me.
No, they don't actually have to come with you. You can just go down and get your doggone food. What? She's in Thailand. Thailand is the land of smiles. The people are friendly. Why does she act like she's in the most dangerous area in the world and she's got to keep her camera phone on her unless just in case something happens? No one's going to touch you, Shantal. Nobody wants to.
28% battery. Shit. Traffic is always nuts here, especially in certain parts. Yeah. That's one thing. I hate taking transportation for that reason. Hmm. Yeah, but babe, it's plugged in.
You know, I have to wonder, just thinking about it, I'm wondering if Chantal keeps complaining about her battery is low just so she can get offline quicker and Salah won't be on her butt about doing 2-hour live streams.
Yeah. Yeah, storm. It was an accident. My favorite cereal is probably
She is so boring talking about cereal. Girl, quit.
this gesture. It got spicy. Yeah, my phone died, by the way. That's what happened. So until my phone dies, it's at 27 now. Then, I'll let my phone die. So, babe, if my phone dies and I don't answer you, like I don't message you right after I get off live like I usually do, then when I charge my phone, then I'll seal and watch the TV here. Hey, Jacinta. It's hard going out when you have anxiety and just
You know what? And that's why you need to go out, Chantal, because you have the social anxiety. But when you started your channel back in like 2018, you didn't have that anxiety. You got that anxiety because you decided to cater to the feedy people and gain weight. And you don't like yourself. You don't like your body. You don't like the fact that it's getting bigger. And you know that people stare at you, and yet you won't fix the issue. So you won't have the anxiety. But if you went out in public more often, you wouldn't be as anxious. Staying inside does not fix that problem.
like no motivation to, you don't care about anything. You don't want to go out and deal with anything. Any interaction. I can hear everything, by the way, in the hall.
She's complaining, oh, I can hear everything in the hall. They're so noisy. You know, if you don't like the noises in the hallway, find someplace else to be.
No, I was only just closing my eyes, like just I was awake. It was like I didn't think it was like worth discussing. No. Thanks, Kathleen.
One moment, y'all. Hello. Let's continue.
I love the way British people say as os. What are we eating? I ordered pad thai with shrimp.
And you could have eaten this off camera. Why do we have to watch every single thing that goes into her mouth? Why is that interesting? It's not, is it? It's not interesting, but yet, because she's got an obsession with food, there's a disconnect there, y'all. Because she's a food addict and she is obsessed with food, and that is her infatuation, she doesn't understand that it's not our obsession or our infatuation. And so that's why she gets irritated. Her addiction, her obsession, her infatuation with food is not ours. We don't find it entertaining. Her audience doesn't find it entertaining unless they're per se they're a feeder. They might find it entertaining. That might be their entertainment. But there are people in her audience, they're not into that obsession. And it's boring to them and it's boring to us. But she doesn't care. She just assumes that every meal that she eats, every snack that she consumes, we should be witness to it. I don't know why. We don't have to watch you eat, Chantal. You don't even eat really good food, gourmet food, or interesting food. It's all boring processed stuff that you can get anywhere in the world, which adds another level of dullness to the picture.
And that's it.
Like, here we are, we're 26 minutes 45 seconds into this live stream, and is anybody else getting the feeling like she's just struggling for things to say? Like, she really doesn't know what to talk about, and that's because she's not doing anything. If she went out and did things, if she walked through Thailand, or she went to the beaches, or she talked to people, if she did other activities besides sit in her room and do nothing, she would have many more things to talk about. And it would be easy because the conversation would just flow. Hey guys, I did this, and this, and I talked to this person, and I had this adventure. Time would just fly by because there's nothing going on. She's struggling for things to say.
Figure I probably should write them in Thailand. Job fairs tonight? Oh no. Maybe tomorrow night. Okay, I can only do one activity a day.
Why? Why only one activity? And why does it have to involve food? Why does it have to involve food?
I can't do two.
Why not? Because you're unhealthy. That's why.
It's too much for me.
And Shantal,
right now.
I'm just going to throw this in your face. Simply because in the past, you have shamed people who are older than yourself. Anybody who's over the age of 40, they're geriatric. You're 40 years old. I'm 53. I've got 13 years on you, girl. And I went out, I had a nice bike ride. It was lovely to be out and just feel the cool breeze and ride on the bike and just smell the air. It was nice. I'm telling you, you're missing out by staying inside all the time. I am much older than you. I've got over a decade on you, and I'm more active than you, and I can handle more than one thing a day. And you're younger than me, and you can only handle one thing. That is the price you pay for devoting yourself to making a niche audience of people in your audience happy and keeping them happy. You put yourself in a corner of your own making, devoting yourself to making sure all of your addictions are happy versus looking inside and saying to yourself, am I happy? Am I really happy? And if I am not happy, what can I do to bring more happiness into my life? What can I do to bring more health into my life? Like, there are problems all around me. What can I do to fix some of them to where I can have just a moment of happiness? You avoid things and you run from things and you escape things versus solve things. Always avoiding, always trying to escape, never truly escaping, because wherever you go in the world, there you are. And your problems will follow.
That's okay. We have to eat.
What? No, we don't have to eat.
I look tired. Look at my one eye, it's smaller. Babe, why?
It's not just one of your eyes that's smaller. And everybody's remarked on this before. One side of your face is more swollen than the other. And the more weight you gain, the more that becomes apparent. People have said that might point to heart issues. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose you. But if you cared about your health, you would look into these things and you would say, what can I do to fix this? You're not interested in fixing anything. Like you can actually see it from this point here on the right. This side of her face is swollen compared to this side. Not looking good, Chantal.
It means now they're going to do videos about this. Her one eye is smaller. She's dying. Yeah, Windhammer. Shout out to Blame Cheeseburger. It's like two different faces or what? It looks like two faces. I just gotta go pick up my food. Are you guys gonna hang out with me for a long time? Well, it might not be that long because of my battery.
Just talking and talking and talking about food. Nobody cares about the food but you.
Yeah.
All these long, silent pauses. Riveting, Chantal. Season 3 is supposed to be lit, huh? Where's the flame? I'm not feeling it. I'm not even feeling warm.
Ugh.
She truly has nothing to say. And what makes it worse is when she is on the green products, because the green products just make her feel very relaxed and slowed down. So she doesn't want to talk. She's not on her game.
So long.
Moving on.
I'm gonna put my
I'm sorry. I'm just getting annoyed with her being boring.
pajamas on after, yeah. My clean
Trying to get through her live streams anymore is like pulling teeth. It's like, come on, keep the conversation going. Let's keep it interesting here.
pajamas. Thank you. So I got gifted 1 month. Yeah, Clockwork Pineapple. Funny name. Yes. Probably from Melly. With all the gifting, remember? Miss my story times. Tuk. No way. Miss BAC.
I don't think she wants to do the tuk thing. She could, but the last time she tried to get into a tuk, she had a lot of issues because of her size. And on top of that, some of the tuk-tuks, they are not built to handle 500 pounds, because they're on very small engines. So it's going to be difficult for her to find a tuk that can take 500 pounds in the back seat.
You do everything for your family? Well, that'll earn you good deeds. Yeah, the bees are ship army, exactly. I haven't seen the Deliverance.
She looks so out of it. Okay, so let's move ahead. She's being boring. You know what? Let's back it up just a hair, just a hair. Okay, let's
I
go.
would say so. And it will.
Shut up, Chantal. Start walking.
Kick your ass now. I'm kidding. Sorry.
Girl, you're not even out the door and you're breathing heavy. I wasn't even breathing that heavy on my bike ride. And I was going up hills and stuff with a 10 speed. And I smoke. I know. That's a really bad habit. I should quit, but I'll work on that. She is breathing heavy, just walking to the elevator. Oh my God. She's breathing like she just rode a couple of miles on a bike.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Shantal, you just walked out of your house and you're walking to the elevator. How could you possibly be that hot that quick?
What's in this? Sorry. Take time to make your soul happy.
Listen to that heavy breathing. Good Lord. And you wonder why people were speculating with that whole incident with your eyes fluttering when you were laying down. Why are people talking about it? Because of how unhealthy you are and the chance that something might happen to you in Thailand. I mean, it might be a situation where something medically goes down in Thailand. And I honestly feel that that was what Salah wanted to happen. Like he didn't go with you to Thailand because A, he knew that if he went with you to Thailand, it would not be any fun for him. It would not be a vacation for him. He'd be running around getting you food 24/7, listening to your whining and your crying and your temper tantrums. And he has already done that with you before. And he's like, no, thank you, ma'am. I'll stay here in Kuwait and do my thing. You want to go to Thailand and do the green stuff? You go on ahead. I'll stay here. So he sent you on ahead to Thailand. He's been around you for 2 years. And as someone who's not your husband, he still knows you a little bit. He knows you enough that leave you alone and you're going to eat your little heart out. Especially going to Thailand, doing the green products, you'd eat more than ever. And if something medically happened to you in Thailand, well, problem solved. You're not going to be in Kuwait to be a problem for him, his family, or even Kuwait. It would be, unfortunately, something that Thailand would have to deal with, but it'd be off his plate. So he said, go ahead, go to Thailand, stay there for a month, stay there 2 months, because he knew what you would do and he knew what would happen. And maybe he's crossing his fingers that something does happen to where you can't come back to Kuwait and then he can be free of you without you going off on him. He can look at you and go, sorry, babe, I didn't tell you, Kuwait to not let you back here. He's hoping, I think, for something to happen to Shantal, y'all. He knows her enough that he knows you leave her alone, she's going to eat like crazy. And then what?
I'm gonna burn so much for me. Huh?
Get in the elevator.
No Java for me.
So I was in a live chat this morning for Dr. Phil. Great reactor to Shantal. Does great content. And there were people speculating in the live chat that there's a chance that Shantal, she might be staying in Thailand and living there. I don't know how she would accomplish that, but she might be living in Thailand or she might go home to Canada. I guess it's all up to if Pete decides he wants to take that $15K that he's got and get a place for the both of them. I'm sure Shantal, wherever she goes, she's trying to find the cheapest living accommodations. Certainly she could stay in Thailand and do that if Pete can't put her up. But there was speculation about that.
Okay. I will, huh?
And y'all are just going to have to excuse me. You guys can see what's going on here, okay? I don't want to see her eat. I don't want to see her stuff her face. I can live without that.
Best pad thais. Yeah. Hey, Natalie.
She looks so bored and altered.
Yes, boobies, exactly. All the senses.
Moving on.
Y'all are so old. I know. Right. I had to go to high school all by myself. And one time I was sitting on the school property smoking a cigarette. Deirdre, hi! I love doing the hand hearts. Smells like pad thai. Anyways, and the smoke, we had a cigarette officer, like this man who walked around.
You know, it's pretty sad when you're 40 years old and you've been in different places in the world. You've been to Kuwait. You were there for over 2 years. You went to Cuba. You lived in Canada. And in order to tell interesting stories, you got to go all the way back to your high school days, all the way back to your teenage years, because nothing interesting has happened in your adulthood. That is so sad to me. That at 40 years old, you can't tell an interesting story. You can't. You can't even make one up.
And would literally flash you a badge. He would come right up to you.
Quiet, Shantal, you're lying.
I mean, on the break because traffic, right? So I'm just like, yeah. No ice machine, but you can buy a bag of ice at the 7-Eleven for so cheap. Like, well, let's be for real. Ugh.
You know, going back to Nikocado Avocado for a minute, I know that Shantal is seething about Nikocado Avocado. Not just because he lost weight. She's always jealous when she sees somebody skinny around her, whether it's a man or a woman. She's jealous. But she knows because Nikocado Avocado, he's a mukbanger. He used to be really heavy. And now that he's lost a lot of weight, she is resentful and she's angry and she's bitter because she knows that people in her chat are going to be pushing on her and pressing her to lose the weight. They're going to look at her and go, Nikocado Avocado did it. Why can't you? And she's not going to like the pressure. She's not going to like people mentioning Nick did it. Why can't you, Shantal? You're a mukbanger too. You're heavy. Why can't you do what he did?
No, I didn't nap at all. What's my battery at? 20%? 20%. I'm not going to the 7-Eleven. There's no.
You know what? How much y'all want to bet before this stream started? She took a couple of gummies, maybe an entire bag. I mean, she is baked. She is burnt. She's burnt. She's like an egg. She's burnt. She's burnt.
Do you think I should use my new mug to take it out of the box? Oh, I wish I could give the toys to Julia. I just have to keep thinking of everything in my life that I have to do.
God, this is giving me such crackhead Olympics vibes right now. It really is, because I remember her getting so baked that she barely spoke. She barely said anything. She would get so baked on the roll-ups and the edibles that she was basically incoherent. And you can say what you want about the reactors, Chantal, but it was because of the reactors pumping the blood into your dead channel and putting it on life support that you were able to keep streaming and people kept giving you attention. We were the ones keeping you interesting. You weren't doing crap. And here you are in Thailand. You're not interesting. You're not as baked as you once were. But that's because you can't get the level of edibles that you could get in Canada. You can't get 1,000, 2,000 milligrams. You can only get small amounts. Hence the reason why you're not all the way burnt and baked. And for anybody who wants to know, needs to know, is Shantal in recovery for her addictions? The answer clearly is no. There is a difference between being in true recovery and someone who is just simply dry. When a person is dry, that means whatever it is they're addicted to, whatever it is they're obsessed over, they don't have access to it. But if they're dry and they have access to it, they're going to do it. And that is Shantal. She's in Kuwait. She can't do the edibles because the edibles are not available in Kuwait. She can't just go to a shop or a store and pick them up, or the roll-ups either. So in Kuwait, she was dry. And every time she went back home to Canada, where she had access to the stuff, boom, she was off and running. Going to the dispensaries, buying all the green products, getting baked, being happy about it. That's why dry is never good when it comes to being an addict. Recovery is always better. If you're in recovery, it doesn't matter where you go in the world. If there are things around you that you are addicted to, you've got the coping skills and the coping mechanisms to stay away from them. You can stop yourself. You've got some control. So she was dry in Kuwait. Now she's in Thailand. And I think she specifically went to Thailand because of the green products and because it was cheaper to be there. And look at her. Look at her. Ever since she arrived, she's been baked every single day.
Yeah, I miss Julia.
So I guess you're not in recovery if you're constantly baked.
My eye is bigger. You want to see the mug?
Oh God, shut up! Like you're so stupid. She's playing show and tell, and it's boring.
Wait, it'll be the forbidden cookie. How about that? This is the forbidden cookie. Anyways.
I'm sorry, y'all. We got like 20 minutes left to this live stream. You guys see what it is. She's not doing anything. She's just barely talking. She's baked. She's got nothing to say. Nothing. So we're going to cut it off here. And closing this out, I would like to say like an apology. I would like to apologize to everybody. Like going off about Naked and Laughing and Josh. I hope I didn't upset you guys, but I had that on my chest and I wanted to get it off. I still maintain that as someone that I react to people, I don't think anyone who has a channel should be setting things up and putting things in play to push people who have mental issues, who might have substance issues, to be in a closed space. when there might be a propensity to violence or a DV situation or someone losing their home or going to jail or ending up in the morgue. It's not funny and it's not good content. It's not. DV is not good content. It's not entertainment. There are those of us that have been through DV for real. It is not a funny situation. It is quite scary. And nobody should be pushing for that for the sake of views and supposedly entertaining an audience. And anybody who thinks that is entertainment, I mean, there's something wrong with you. Sorry. It's scary. We don't need another Sam's Bar Lounge situation. We've already been through that. We went through that with Shantal when she was bringing up DV for over a year, talking about Natter. We don't need to go through that again. I'm not a fan of Naked and Laughing. I'm not a fan of King Cobra. But on a human level, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Reacting is best when you do it naturally and organically, in my opinion. When you are not personally involved in a situation where you're persuading things to happen, you are an observer, that you're just standing back and giving your opinions on things that have already happened. You're not close to the situation. You're not involving yourself. You're just standing back and giving your thoughts, feelings, and opinions, but you are not trying to manufacture the drama. You're leaving it alone. You're not in the pasture with the cows. You're outside the pasture, standing by the fence with your notebook, taking notes. That's how it should be done. So, apologies if I upset you guys going off about Naked and Laughing and Josh, but that's just how I feel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.